As artificial intelligence continues to expand into the workplace, we're discussing its impact in the office. And this morning, Helen, Director of Strategy and Foundational Research Grants at Georgetown's Center for Security and Emerging Technology, is here. What a title. You know this through and through. You have to. Let's begin, Helen, and thank you for coming. How prevalent is artificial intelligence now when it comes to the workplace?
Thanks so much for having me. It's increasingly prevalent, I would say. So I think a lot of people, when they first encountered maybe ChatGPT a couple years ago, I think some people thought, wow, this can do parts of my job. Other people thought, wow, this really isn't there yet. And what we've seen since then is both the technology getting better. So OpenAI that makes ChatGPT and also other companies, Google, Anthropic, others, they're improving the technology month over month and year after year. And also people are having a chance to experiment and to try things out and figure out, okay, this part of my job, it really does work well. This other part, I'm going to have to keep doing for now. So over time, we're seeing more and more use in more and more sectors.
Yeah, it's like that person who comes over. You love to hate them, but they're going to come over anyway. It's like we're stuck with artificial intelligence. To the point, I'm curious to know, what have you found to be the best practices and uses of it? And then what are some of the cons that you're seeing in real time?
So it's really important to understand, for the use cases that you need for your job, what are the places where AI is really strong, can really add value, and what are the places to look and check. So, for example, one thing AI systems are often very good at is drawing on a wide range of different facts and different information about the world. So if you want to say, hey, can you give me some ideas for, 3 kinds of this or, 5 types of that, it's probably going to come back and give you some great ideas. A place that they still do struggle, though, is getting real accuracy reliably, so always getting the details right. So this is where we've seen a number of judges around the country being very unimpressed when lawyers are coming to their courts and saying, here's my brief. The judge looks at it and finds just made-up cases. So the lawyers have used ChatGPT and said, oh, here's a case from 2021 or whatever, and then the judge looks at the details of that case. It doesn't exist. So I think really important to know, how do you draw on those strengths while also going in and checking its work and making sure that you know enough about what you're asking it to do that you can go through and say, yes, that's accurate. No, that's not accurate.
I think the overarching fear is that it's going to take away all of the human jobs eventually. Are you seeing that process sped up at all in human capital?
There's been some really interesting commentary on that just the last few months, actually, again, as the technology is getting kind of step by step, gradually more advanced. So we're seeing, for example, Dario Amodei, who runs Anthropic, one of the really big AI companies. He came out and warned there might be a white-collar bloodbath, especially at the entry level. And we're also seeing an executive at LinkedIn talked about, if you think about the career ladder, he thinks the bottom rung of that career ladder is starting to break because those kind of entry-level jobs, if you think about it, tasks where you're giving kind of bite-sized pieces, not big, long projects, but bite-sized pieces, and someone's going to come in and review them, that's what entry-level workers do, and so that's where AI is especially well-suited. So that's what we're starting to see.
Helen, thank you for your time. Hopefully we can bring you back and talk about what we should do and how we should prepare and maybe gain more skills in light of what we're seeing with artificial intelligence. We appreciate your time.
Thanks so much.
Jacqueline.
All right, Marissa, great interview. Thank you. Well, as we head to break, if you see news happening or have a news tip for us, send it our way. You can email us at fox5dc@fox.com. You can also give our news desk a call. That number, 202-895-3000. Write them both down so you have them whenever you need them. Keep them handy. We'll be right back.